Diagram as code. Diagram as code service. This one. What is, first of all, we will understand what is meaning of diagram as code, and by which way we will be able to create different types of diagrams, multimedia content for any presentation, research paper, or report, research analytics. For any purpose you want to create some diagrams. First of all, I will cover the flow diagrams, different types of flow diagrams. You can see that mind map, flow chart, entity relationship diagram, and even without any technical knowledge, without any technical expertise. Okay, generally to create such type of diagrams, what we do, we use MS Word or Paintbrush, okay, or Photoshop. But many times we have to create some professional diagrams. So if I want to create this type of diagram related to my algorithm, for example, in my presentation, I need a professional diagram, professional sketch. For a research paper we want to use a particular sketch. Okay, so these are some diagrams. So if I want to create these type of diagrams, then what we will do, in AI we will use diagram as a code service. Okay, in diagram as a code service we will use mermaid script. You can see that this is the website mermaid.live. Whatever diagram we want to create, whatever sketch we want to create, so initially I will show you how to create these type of diagrams, custom diagrams, and with integration of chat gpt. After that I will show you how to create 2D diagrams, 3D diagrams. Okay, not only these flowcharts, we will be able to create some 2D or 3D images also, colored images. For example, for your research papers, for your presentations, we need some colored images. That is also possible. So in parallel I am opening this one. This is chat gpt. Okay, first of all, I will show you how to create some diagrams from sketch using diagram as code service in ChatGPT, and any number of diagrams we will be able to create. To work on 2D, 3D images, to work on some diagrams, there are specialized platforms, but on those specialized platforms, certain limits are there. 2 to 3 images per day can be created. Okay, but if we are aware with scripting, if we are aware with the diagram as code service, then any type of diagram, any number of diagrams we will be able to create. Okay, so I will link these two websites. This is chat gpt, this one is mermaid. Okay, one more website I am opening, graphviz online. Okay, graphviz, dreampuff, graphviz. So all of these links I have already given in my presentation. I will share to all of you so that you will be able to work. So see this very carefully. This is chat gpt. I am starting from scratch. For example, my area of research or my area of presentation is related to blockchain. Only for demonstration. Okay, I want to create a particular diagram, unique diagram, not copy paste. I don't want to take image from Google Images. I don't want to take screenshot from anybody's other research paper and modification. I want to create my own diagram. Okay, so I will write here graphviz.code. Okay, either you can write graphviz.code or generate graphviz.code in ChatGPT. Okay, for what? Blockchain and its types. So only for this particular part. Okay, it is only for demonstration. I will modify this prompt also, so you can see that it is generating. I am not asking chat gpt to generate the diagram. I am asking chat gpt to generate the code, to generate the script. So this is the script. Now you can see that this script is getting created, and in this way any number of diagrams can be created in free version. I am using free version. You can see that I am not using any paid version. Okay, it is not paid version of chat gpt, is only free version. So whatever code is generated, copy code, I will paste it in this particular website. I first of all I will delete previous code. I will paste the code which is given by chat gpt, and now you can see at right hand side this diagram is available. You can see that how much professional and very effective diagram is generated. This one, if anybody, or if I want to create this type of diagram manually, you can imagine how much time it will take, at least 2 to 3 hours. First of all, I will take data from here and there, from papers, from different articles. Then I will open MS Word, okay, insert shape, edit text, after that grouping. But here no need to do anything, simply download in PNG. Now you can see, and it will be in 0% plagiarism. Major part is that it will be in 0% plagiarism, because this one is image. You can see that this diagram is created. Even whosoever no even not aware with this particular technology. Now I will take any other diagram. Okay, so one more demonstration I will show here. So for example, I am from mechanical engineering. Okay, earlier demonstration was related to computer science, IT. For example, I am from mechanical engineering and I want to generate a particular flow diagram related to assembly line in manufacturing plant or in automobile plant. Okay, process. Okay, process of, okay, processes in assembly line of automobile plant. Okay, I'm not from automobile engineering and I'm not from mechanical engineering. So and that's why I'm giving this broader topic. If you are having a particular topic, a specific domain, for example, you are from refrigeration, you want to generate a specific diagram, specific sketch, that can also be done. You can see that one code will be generated, graphviz dot code. So automobile assembly line. And now this copy code I will paste in this particular website, and you will see this particular diagram is created. So this body shop, paint shop, trim and chassis, final assembly, and we can zoom it. You can see that this diagram is generated. I am not from this particular domain, still I am able to generate the diagram. So one more, for example, I am from some other domain. For example, I am from electrical engineering. Okay, so power plant with associated components, along with security in electrical engineering. Okay, with power technology. Okay, I'm writing just vague terms because I am not from electrical engineering. I am only showing you the demo. Okay, if you are having a specific algorithm, specific technique, you can define your technique and a new diagram will be generated, very fresh diagram. These diagrams are not available anywhere in this world. So nobody will be able to claim that it is copy paste, that it is plagiarized. So for your presentations, because all of you are academicians, you might be delivering sessions, you also might be associated with different sessions. Okay, so you can see that this diagram is created, this script is generated. This is known as a diagram as code. It is a type of prompt engineering. So I'm using chat gpt. So code I am generating from chat gpt. For generation of sketch, for generation of output, I am using a separate website. So you can see that this copy code, and this code I will paste here. Now I will see whatever, which type of code will be generated. Okay, so I will generate a simple code, very simple. It is a very uh, so complex code, very simple code we will generate. So graphviz dot code. So either you can use mermaid dot live, or you will be able to use graphviz online. Okay, so this code is getting generated. So you can ask chat gpt or charlie or perplexity to use specific components. For example, I don't want to use generator bus, I don't want to use protective relay. Okay, so anything we will be able to use. So you can see that SCADA, plant fw, all of these components are getting associated copy code, and it will be generated. Okay, so graphviz dot code electrical. Okay, or any other domain you will be able to take. For example, you want to take, okay, types of cloud computing and interaction with cloudlets or virtual machines. So whether you are from electrical, mechanical, or any other domain, any number of scripts you will be able to generate. Graphviz.code. If I want to create any other type of diagram, that can also be created. So you can see that this one, this is graph as a code. Copy code, and now you can see that this output is generated at right hand side. Now you can see how much professional diagram is created. So I have written types of cloud computing and different types of interactions. Okay, I will be able to download it. So you can see that very professional diagram, very professional sketch is generated, and in 0% plagiarism. Okay, any other topic any topic you will be able to take, whatever topic related to your own domain. For example, some particular algorithm, you are doing some research. Okay, and you have some steps. Depending upon those steps you want to generate. Okay, this is one part, graphviz.code. If I want to generate sequence diagram for this, now generate sequence diagram code of above. Okay, now you can see what I will do. What will happen here. So this is sequence diagram code, star uml code, another script under diagram as a service. So copy code. Now I will open a website, sequencediagram.org, and whatever code I have taken, I will paste it. Now you can see this very professional diagram is created. So you can see that from single diagram, from this diagram I want to create sequence diagram. This is sequence diagram. So you can imagine, if we want to create this type of diagram manually in ms word or paintbrush or any other tool, how much time it will take. First of all, we will have to take so much data. We will do some rough work. After that, we will be able to generate some sketches. Okay, in same way, for example, sequence diagram code. Okay, for example, I am from refrigeration engineering components and their interaction. Okay, just randomly I am typing, because I am not from refrigeration engineering, I am not from mechanical. Okay, but if you specify some pinpoint technology, some pinpoint method, it will generate it. Okay, so it will automatically identify the components of refrigeration, whatever, to whatever domain you are associated. Copy code. Whatever code I have copied, I will paste in sequencediagram.org. Now you can see this diagram is created. If I want to download it, you can see file system, Google Drive, OneDrive, and it will be under 0% plagiarism, because this is a diagram, it is an image. Okay, now you can see that I am not from refrigeration engineering, I am not from mechanical, still I am able to generate this type of diagram. So you should know these techniques, these prompt writing. That's why lots of jobs are getting killed. When we started this session, we were discussing that lots of jobs are under threat. This is the reason. Any single person who knows these techniques, that single person can replace hundreds of employees. So nowadays you might have heard that AI is killing job, AI is eating job. AI is not eating the jobs. AI is not killing the jobs. But the person who knows AI, that person is killing the jobs. Okay. So whether you are from mechanical, electrical, civil, hotel management, or whatever it is, single person. But if you know generative AI, if you know how to use these techniques, single person can replace so many persons. So from same diagram, from this I want to generate, for example, class diagram. Now generate class diagram of above for mermaid.live. Now for above, for this refrigeration engineering components, I have generated this script, mermaid class diagram. Now copy code. I will paste this code in mermaid.live, and you can see that this class diagram is generated. So even without any technical knowledge of refrigeration, we are able to generate this particular diagram. You can see this is known as prompt engineering, this is known as prompt writing. You should know how to write the prompt. If I want to download this diagram, so if I want to display it in full screen mode, you can see that this is in full screen mode. Okay, if I want to download it on my system, then you can see here actions, in actions png, svg, or any other, you copy image. So whether it is a sequence diagram, class diagram, mind map, anything, so simply write here. So if I want to generate a sequence diagram, entity relationship diagram, this diagram, okay. So I will ask Chat GPT, I will ask Charlie to generate sequence diagram or entity relationship diagram or radar diagram script. I will ask it to generate this script. That code will be generated, and whatever code is generated, I will paste in our respective website. Okay, so we should know how to write the prompt to generate sketches, and how where to paste, and after that simply download for your presentations, for your research papers. Even you will be able to write books. For example, you are working on some book writing, some content writing. In that case also you will be able to use it. Okay, its explanation we will be able to generate. Is this clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Up to this point, is it clear to all of you, so that we will be able to move ahead with other tools? Up to this point, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Kindly share the links of the website, please.
Okay. At end of this session, I will share this presentation to all of you. Actually, in my presentation, all of these links are given. So you can see that in this PPT, each and every link I have given, how to write the prompt, where to paste. Okay. But during this session, I am working on live demo mode. Okay.
Okay, sir. Would like to receive in the email, sir.
Yes,
Please
at
kindly
end of this session, I will share it
provide us.
to all. Now we will
Okay,
see
okay.
a different another type of script. One more type of script. So this is mermaid scripting. Okay, so this website I am showing you so that you will be able to get names of those diagrams. Okay, which type of diagrams can be created? So tree map, quadrant, Gantt chart for research, for timeline we use, or flow chart. Okay, so simply write in Chat GPT or Charlie, and after that you will be able to work on it. Now we will see one more implementation related to this one. Okay, so up to now what we have seen that some process, some algorithm, some technique we have given. Okay, we have mentioned in Chat GPT, and it has delivered. So you can generate some industrial diagrams also. You can see that whatever process is there, so it is asking you to generate some more professional diagrams. Now we will see one more demonstration related to uh, diagrams, that is known as image recreation. That is very very important in research also. Okay, so first of all I am showing you the one document, and then we will see something, how to make use of AI for image regeneration. This PDF. Okay, so this one is the paper. Okay, or it may be a book chapter, anything. It may be your book chapter, it may be a research paper. For example, in this particular paper, in this particular book chapter, there are certain images. Okay, for example, this is the image, this is figure 1. Now what I am going to do, see this very carefully. Using same format, using same strategy, that is known as diagram as code. This is figure 1. I want to use this diagram, this figure 1, in my presentation or in my paper. Okay, wherever it is. Which options I am having? One option is very straightforward option, very popular option. We will take its screenshot and we will give its reference. But in almost every attempt, when we send a particular paper to any journal or conference or somewhere else we use it, they ask the figure to be regenerated. Then what we do, we create replica of this image in MS Word, okay, by taking some icons. After that, again same process, edit text, insert some text, then grouping, okay. Again in that particular part we have to give its reference again, and it will be under plagiarism. I want to use this image as this particular image but in different format. In same way, for example, some other diagram I want to see, some other, if some other diagram is there. For example, this is another image, this is figure 2. I want to recreate this figure 2 with AI. So for that, what we will do, we will make use of diagram as a code service. In diagram as a code service, I will convert this diagram to script. And as soon as we will create its script, this formation will be changed. This orientation will be changed. It means a particular diagram can be recreated, can be regenerated to a new format. Okay, so I'm showing you its demo. For demonstration, I'm using a website. Some of you might be aware with this particular website, that is chat pdf. Okay, for example, any particular paper, any particular pdf we have uploaded. Okay, for example, this one is the paper. Okay, this particular pdf book chapter or some specific tutorial or some document we have uploaded. Now you can see this one is figure 2. First of all, we will discuss what we are going to do, what is our problem statement. I want to use this image, this figure 2, in my presentation or paper. Rather than taking its screenshot, I want to recreate this image. This process is known as image recreation, image regeneration. From a single image, from a single diagram, we will be able to create infinite diagrams. Infinite means infinite. Okay, not 10, 20, 30. From a single figure to this particular image, I can create 5,000 different images with AI, with diagram as code service. In same way, any other diagram can be taken. So we will see its demonstration. So this is figure 2. We have this particular paper we have uploaded on chat pdf. Now this one is chat box of chat pdf. I will write here generate graphviz.code of all components and links in figure 2. So you can see that I have asked chat pdf to generate graphviz.code of all components and links. All components means this is minor 1, minor 2, block, hash, block, timestamp. It means whatever blocks, whatever icons are there, each and every icon is extracted and its links. This code I will copy, only this code I will copy, and I will paste in same graphviz online. You will see a new variant will be generated. Now you can see that this is new image, and this image is created from this image. Now who can say that this image is generated from this image? This is actual image figure 2. From this image we have created this image, and nobody can claim that it is replica or it is generated from this figure 2. Now the question may arise, many times this question arise, that if any other person will ask same query, will put same prompt in chat PDF or other tool that generate code, then what will happen? Will whether same diagram will be there or not? Same diagram will not be generated. Every time new diagram will be generated. Now you can see, for example, some other person from any other location is writing same prompt. Okay, okay. For example, some writing in this one, generate code of figure 2 and links. Now copy code, this code copy, and whatever code I have taken I will paste. As soon as it is pasted, now you can see this is new formation. Now who can say that this particular image is taken or it is generated from this image? So prompt is same. You can see that from previous prompt other type of diagram is created, from this particular prompt this diagram is created. It means infinite diagrams can be generated from single figure, and there is no possibility of checking, there is no possibility of claim that it is replica of some other image. In same way, now I want to create sequence diagram of this, that can also be done. Okay, so for example, this figure 3, okay, or even table can also be created. This is so these techniques you should know. For example, this particular table I want to create diagram of this table, it is also possible. This is box 1. If I write here generate code of all components and blocks in box 1, then code will be generated and this table will be converted in a diagram format. Okay, so whether it is a classical text, so for example, main work and findings in this paper. Okay, I want to see this one, main work and findings in this paper. Now generate code of above findings and work, that we relate with bibliometric data analysis. When we go for literature review in research, we go for bibliometric data analysis. Okay, so copy, paste, and that particular script will be generated. Okay, of above findings and work you will be able to generate. Or what you can do, you can generate findings. Okay, convert findings and work in table format. Okay, if there is some syntax issue or some particular error, that can also be removed with AI. Okay, now generate code of above. Okay, so copy and whatever code, you can see that this is from that particular paper. So what we have studied, this one, multiple documents can also be uploaded and then we will be able to generate the diagrams. Okay, so you can use this technique. This is known as mermaid scripting. Okay, whether you are having existing document or you want to create from scratch. Okay, for example, this particular figure 4, I want to create a sequence diagram. Okay, so you simply write generate sequence diagram code of all components and links in figure 4. Okay, so rather than taking data from entire world wide web, it will take data only from figure 4, only from this paper. Okay, and then you will be able to work very easily. Is this clear to all participants up to this point? Is it kindly confirm? Up to this point, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now we will see another variant of diagram as a code service, that is known as asymptote notation, vector graphics, AVG. AVG can be used to generate circuits. For example, you are from electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, electronics. Okay, however, circuits are generally used in electrical and electronics. But if we have some flow diagram, if we have some if we want to generate some sketches, some flow sketches, in that case also we will be able to use asymptote. Okay, so in this demonstration we will see how to use asymptote vector graphics for generation of diagrams, generation of sketches specific to electrical circuits. Okay, so simply you write, you can specify your prompt. Okay, generate asymptote vector graphics code. Okay, on which, so okay, I'm not from electrical engineering, so just I'm giving it very very vague input. Okay, electrical circuit with two resistors. Okay, just randomly I'm typing something because I'm not from electrical domain. If you have some specific circuit in your mind, in your methodology, you can define these much resistors, these capacitors, these one. Okay, whatever it is, you can specify. Okay, for example, you are doing research, in your research paper, in your presentation you want to use some circuit. Okay, you don't want to draw it manually in MS Word or paintbrush, so you can define your process here. Copy code, I will paste it in asymptote, run. Okay, so if there is some issue, in that case you will be able to remove it. Okay, for example, this particular syntax issue is available. Okay, so in that case, what you will get, you will get a refined version. Okay, because sometimes when we generate code using diagram as code service, there are some issues, those we can avoid. So this new code is generated, and now run. Now you can see that this particular circuit in same way. So some other circuits I have already created. For example, some sample circuits we want to see. Okay, so these are the circuits. Okay, so for example, this particular circuit we have generated. Okay, so this one is, so whatever code we have taken from chat gpt, paste and run. Now you can see this one. So any electrical circuit, any process you will be able to define. Okay, for example, I want to modify it. Electrical circuit with two resistors and few capacitors. Okay, so that code we will take and we will paste in avg. This is known as avg viewer, online avg viewer. Okay, this particular code we will take, and that particular diagram we will be able to generate. Okay, so you can use this particular process, any type of diagram, any type of script, any number of scripts you will be able to generate. Okay, you should be aware with these type of notations. Okay, asymptote vector graphics code. In same way, if I want to generate tixit code, tixit code for above electrical circuit. Okay, Tixit means I want to use it in my LaTeX, that we generally call it as latex. For example, we are writing a paper in LaTeX. So this is Tixit copy code. What I will do, I will come to my LaTeX studio. This is my LaTeX studio. Okay, for example, we are writing a paper, we are writing some document in LaTeX, and we want to create a circuit in LaTeX. So in that case, what we will do, so this one, whatever code we have taken from chat gpt, from that particular platform, paste, and we will execute, and you can see that this particular circuit, this one. Okay, in same way, for example, tix code for electrical circuit with power, resistors, and capacitors. Okay, just randomly I'm writing because I'm not from this particular domain. So power supply, dc supply, two resistors. If somebody from the participants from electrical engineering, they might be knowing better. So you can define your process. So I have written here broadly electrical circuit with power supply, resistor, capacitor. So you can define your own process, you can put your algorithm, you can give your complete technique. So copy code, and after that, what we will do, we will come to our LaTeX studio. Okay, so this is our LaTeX code, this is article, and here we will paste the code that we have taken from chat gpt, and after that we will run it. Okay, and then we will be able to generate that specific circuit. Okay, so whatever code is available, whatever code is generated by ChatGPT. Okay, so there are multiple formats available. For electrical engineering, you can use asymptote notation or circuit ticks format. If you want to use flow diagrams, then we can use mermaid or any other or similar tool like sequence diagram. Okay, sequence diagram.org, dream puff graphviz. Now we will see some more implementations related to use of AI in our routine academic tasks. Okay, so this one is chat PDF. So just now we have discussed about chat PDF, that if we have some particular paper, if we have some particular document that we have uploaded, and related to that specific document, we want to generate some sketches, we want to generate some diagrams. Okay, that can also be done. So for example, this one is the paper, this one is document. Okay, so previously we have seen one some demonstrations related to image recreation. I want to generate new image. Now as a teacher, as an academician, I want to use this tool. Okay, as an academician, for example, this is my syllabus, this is book chapter, and from this particular syllabus or from this content or paper, I want to generate some question paper. Okay, now generate 4 MCQs with answers, oh, with hard difficulty level. Whatever document we have uploaded, we want to generate its question bank. Okay, so you can see that from this paper only, from this specific content only. Okay, either you can upload a syllabus, curriculum content, or paper or book chapter. For example, you want to generate some MCQs, you want to generate a short answer type questions, you want to follow a certain methodology in education. You might have seen there are certain methodologies, like for example, generate 10 MCQs, okay, or 5 MCQs with the answers following Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, I want to generate MCQs, but those MCQs should follow Bloom taxonomy. Okay, rather than random. So you can see these are the questions. So first question is related to remembering, second question understanding, third applying, fourth analyzing, fifth synthesizing and evaluation. Okay, so in Bloom taxonomy there are certain criteria that your question paper, your questions should be following a certain guideline. In same way, if I want to generate a complete question bank, like two short answer type question, four long answer type questions, 10 MCQs, and we want to follow Bloom taxonomy or certain methodology, certain paradigm, that can also be done. Okay, so generate four short answer type questions of easy level with Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, question should be easy, but those easy questions should also be following Bloom's taxonomy. So you can see that. So if we want to generate a question bank, question paper from a specific document, that can also be done. If we want to regenerate images, regenerate sketches, that can be done. So it's up to you whether you want to use it as a researcher or as a teacher, okay, as an academician, as a question paper setter, or as a research scholar. It's up to you. Up to this point, is it clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Is this clear to all, whatever we have discussed up to this point?
It is clear, sir. Sir, sorry for interruption. Chat PDF सर फ्री है वर्जन है या
Yes,
ये
sir.
पेड में?
Nowadays, all AI based tools are freemium based. Freemium based means free plus premium. Like certain features, certain documents we can upload in free, like per day limit of 4 documents, per day limit of 3 documents. But that is sufficient. What we can do, you can use multiple logins. Generally, we are having 2 to 3 Gmail accounts. You might have seen. Okay, multiple accounts you can use, multiple systems on your phone you can use. Okay, 3 or 4 documents per day, or 3 to 5 images per day, that will be sufficient, that will be okay for your routine work. Okay, as far as chat gpt is concerned, that is also freemium. It is also not free, it is also not completely free. At certain point, chat gpt asks us to wait for 24 hours or certain time limit. Okay, so we have to adjust in that time limit. Okay, so if certain time limit is complete, then we will move to another tool.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now dear participants, we will we will discuss some other tools. Now we will cover how to create multimedia content, images in RGB format. Actual RGB images, up to now we have seen in chat PDF, in Mermaid, how to create the code, diagram as code, and that code we are pasting somewhere and we are getting image, then we are downloading. That is fine. Okay, as a researcher, as a teacher, as a presenter, many times we have to use a flow diagram. But as a researcher, many times or almost every time we have to give some RGB images also. For example, I am writing a paper related to IoT. So obviously I will have to show some images in introduction part of my document. uh, for example, you are delivering a session related to electronic health records, related to bioinformatics. So uh, concerned to that topic also, you have to give some images in your PPT. Okay, so in our content, we should be having mixing of different type of images, some RGB images, some sequence diagrams, some flow diagrams. So whether we are writing a research paper or we are creating a book, or we are working on some presentation, we should be having mixture of different content. Only flow diagrams are not sufficient. Along with flow, so flow diagrams we can put in research methodology. Flow diagram we can put in our results. Okay, results or method part. But in introduction part, many times we have to give RGB images. So how to create those RGB images? So for that, there are lots of tools available, thousands of tools available. Few tools I will cover because of the time constraint. Microsoft Designer, very first tool, that is Microsoft Designer. Second, Google AI Studio, very powerful tools for multimedia content creation. Whether you want to create images, even you will be able to create videos also. Okay, for example, you want to upload some content on YouTube and you want to put some animation. So for your YouTube videos, you can create some video snippets, and those video snippets you can add. Now you can see this is Google AI Studio, and what you want to build. So you can see that, so its URL is aistudio.google.com. So when we started this session, we were discussing that thousands of tools available nowadays, still people are using only ChatGPT. Beyond ChatGPT, there are so many tools available we should explore. Okay, so this is Nano Banana, Gemini. Okay, if we want to create some videos, then we use VO. If I want to work on natural language processing, NLP based task, text to speech, then then this one. If I want to work with images, then Nano Banana. This is Nano Banana. Now what I want to create, for example, my area of research is uh, medical. Okay, electronic health records, or some particular deep learning algorithm. I want to show in my paper some a particular operation theater. In a particular operation theater, there are some there is a patient, doctor, and they are using some robotic surgery. For example, we are working on some robotic surgery, IoT. We want to show some integration of IoT with deep learning and robotic surgery. I need that image. So one way is that we will search it on Google Images, then we will download and we will try to manipulate. Rather than that, we can create images from AI. So you can see that generate image of operation theater, operation theater with a patient undergoing robotic surgery and some doctors. Okay, and some doctors. So you can see that this one same, you will be able to put in Microsoft Designer. Okay, so in both ways we will use it. So which format we want to use? Existing gallery. This one is Microsoft Designer. Okay, both formats we will use. Medical operation theater with patient. This is Microsoft Designer. Okay, so in both platforms, we will see the accuracy. We will see which type of output will be generated in Microsoft Designer as well as Google AI Studio. This is Google AI Studio, and now you can see that these images are generated in Microsoft Designer. First image. So what I have written in my prompt: medical operation theater with patient undergoing robotic surgery and some doctors. So you can see that doctors are there, patient is there, operation theater is there, and medical this surgery is going on. So if we are not satisfied with this image, second image, third image, fourth image. So you can see that if we are giving some presentation on this topic, we want to show some robotic surgery, we want to show this type of image. So what we can do, we can generate it with AI. So same we will see here, this one, Nano Banana. Now operation theater or robotic surgery of patient in operation theater with some doctors. Now I will see which image is better, or which result is better, from Microsoft Designer or from Google AI Studio. So you can see that this is now image is getting generated. This one, this image is generated by Google AI Studio. I will zoom it. Okay, so this one. So if I want to use in my research paper, or in my presentation, in my paper, or in thesis, or anywhere, we will be able to use it. Okay, this is AI generated, and nobody can say that it is AI generated. Okay, because there is no cartoon, there is no comic character. Because many times people think that AI generate the images with some cartoon characters, with some comic characters, but these are not cartoon characters. These are not comic. These are actual persons. So if I want to use it in my paper, robotic surgery, so this output is generated by Google AI Studio, and Microsoft Designer has given me four images. Okay, now you can see these four images, so I can select which image is better for me. Now one more example. Now for example, my area of research is related to agriculture, smart agriculture. In smart agriculture, I want to show some robots working in agriculture land with farmers. Okay, in my paper, or in my presentation, or in my book, I want to use that particular scenario. So I will define my scene. My scene is that robotic, or simply robots working in agriculture land with scientists and farmers. Okay, robots, agriculture robots, generally we call it as agribots. Okay, agriculture robots, agribots, working in agriculture land with scientists and farmers, and with drones. So what is my problem statement? What is my scene definition? My scene definition is that I need some, I want to show some agribots, agriculture robots. I want to show agriculture land. There should be some scientists, farmers, and drones. So we will check whether each and every condition will be fulfilled or not. Create whether all of these conditions will be fulfilled or not. My condition is drone, scientist, robot, agriculture land, and farmers. So Microsoft Designer is creating images. So we will see. So it will depend on our internet speed. Okay, no need of any Photoshop expertise. Now you can see that what is need of a graphic designer, what is need of a graphic expert. That's why lots of jobs are getting killed. So you can see that this is first image. What I have mentioned: agriculture robot, agriculture land, scientist, and drones. First image, robots are there, farmers are there, drones. Second image, third image, fourth image. Now same prompt I will put in Google AI Studio to check whether Google AI Studio is giving me better images or Microsoft Designer. So you can see that this one, same prompt, same input I am giving in Google AI Studio, that is using Neo Banana. Okay, so you can see that it is generating the image, and very soon we will get this output. So this is the output of Google AI Studio. Agriculture robot with agriculture land, and agribots are there, drones are also there. You can see that this one, drones are there, agriculture land is there, farmers are there, agriculture scientist is there. Now if I want to use it in my paper, if I want to show something related to uh, agriculture, smart agriculture, or sensor based agriculture, that we will be able to work with. So it's up to you whether you want to use Google AI Studio or you want to work with Microsoft Designer. And not only these, lots of other tools available. Okay, even hypothetical scenario can also be generated. Hypothetical scene can also be given. Okay, not only from technology, any particular domain you can take. Okay, for example, you want to take you want to generate a hypothetical scenario. Okay, so I'm giving one hypothetical scenario and we will see whether it will generate the image or not. Okay, cricket match in space between astronauts and aliens. So we will see whether this images will be generated or not. If you will give this prompt, if you will give this input to human graphic expert, then that person will think that we are doing time pass. Time pass means just to make that person busy we are giving this prompt, but AI will not tell you, AI will not offend that you are, what you are giving me, why you are giving me this input, what is use of this input. But human expert will definitely ask why you are asking this particular prompt. But you can see that in AI, these this particular output is also generated. What we have written, it is hypothetical, so even hypothetical scenario is also implemented. If you will give this input to human expert, to human graphic expert, first of all it will take lots of time for human being to think, to imagine this scenario. But AI is having complete data set. Okay, it will not think so much, instantly it will give you the output. So whether it is for your presentations, for your literary content, for your book, for lecture notes, any, for any scenario you will be able to create the content, multimedia content. Okay, so Microsoft Designer, Google AI Studio. So lots of images we have already created. For example, you are working on some IoT based implementation. In IoT, you want to show some ambulance. In that ambulance, there should be a patient, and that particular ambulance is moving on highway. So we want to show that there is some highway, some ambulance, smart ambulance, IoT based ambulance. So whatever is in your mind, simply write here, and it will give you the image. Okay, so you can see that. So engineers working on electrical power supply, for just for example you are from electrical engineering, you want to generate that particular scenario. Okay, okay, any other, for example you want to generate some scenario related to disaster management on railway track by engineers. Okay, for example we are from mechanical engineering and we want to show that there is some disaster management going on at railway track by engineers using some drones and JCB. So I want to show that there should be some JCB, drones, engineers, disaster management, and we will check whether it will generate or not. So you can see that without doing anything on Photoshop, without purchasing any software, we are able to generate the images. And now you can think, what is need of a graphic designer. So few jobs I have mentioned, so all of these jobs are to be completely killed in few years or less than that particular time. So what I have written, disaster management, railway track, drones, JCB, all conditions are met, and four different images are generated. Different images, so many images we will be able to generate without opening any proprietary software, without purchasing any software. Will be able to download it, and it will be under 0% plagiarism. These are images, these are sketches. Okay, not only this one, any other image, any number of images you will be able to create. Okay, for example, this one. So some images we have already created in Google AI Studio, like steel truss bridge in mechanical. I think it is related to mechanical or structure engineering. Steel truss bridge. Okay. So whatever prompt you have given, and it will generate it. So you can see that this one. So this is steel truss bridge. This is AI generated. It is not image. It is not the image taken from a camera. This is AI generated, and very less chances to analyze, to judge that it is AI generated image. So if you are from structure engineering, from civil engineering, and you want to generate these type of sketches, you will be able to work on it. Okay. Similar platform, one more similar platform is Leonardo. Leonardo for content creation, for image generation, for videos generation, for animations, different types of multimedia content. Okay, so you can see canvas, video, images, editing can also be done. If you are from civil engineering, from architecture domain, you want to generate some floor plans, that can also be done. Okay, so you can see that some images we have already created. So all of these images are AI generated images. Nobody can say that these are AI generated images. So this one, you can see that robotic surgery, all of these are AI generated. If we are from, for example, I want to generate some images related to civil engineering, related to structure engineering, or architecture. Okay, floor plan of house with 2 rooms, one kitchen, and one study room. So you can see that now you will think that what is need of an architect in future, what will happen to the jobs of architect. Floor plans. So but so you might be knowing that how much amount we have to pay to architects for getting map or floor plan of a building. For example, you want to construct a 2 bhk 3 bhk. You are having some particular land, and on that particular land you want to get some sketches. So for simple sketches also, how much architects charge. But these floor plans you will be able to generate. You can see that in few seconds we are getting four different options. If I specify the actual carpet area, this is the carpet area, this one should be kitchen, this one should be uh, your worship area, this one should be your parking area, exactly it will give you the dimension. No need of any AutoCAD, no need of any proprietary software. Simply specify your dimensions and you will get that particular sketch. And in multiple sketches you will be able to generate. Make it very powerful platform. Make it .ai floor plan generator. So I am showing you these demonstrations so that you should be aware with the reality, ground reality. Many people are saying that nowadays so many jobs are under threat, so many white collar jobs are under threat. This is the justification. So you can see that I want to generate how many floors, what is total carpet area of floor 1, floor 2, how many bedrooms, how many bathroom, how many kitchen, living room, dining room. So simply specify your dimension, generate plans. This is white collar job. Graphic designing is also white collar job. Okay, programming is also white collar job. Taking a laptop in a AC room and we are eating something, we are drinking something, and then we are doing some coding, graphic designing. All of these jobs are under threat. You can see that this one, first floor, this one. So if you will ask any architect to generate these drawings, you can imagine how much they will charge, how much amount you will have to pay. But with these platforms, these with these AI based platforms, you can see that this one is first floor living room, so you can specify the dimensions also. So it's up to you whether you want to use Leonardo, make it, or you want to go for, if you are already having some particular structure. For example, you have taken an image of a house. Many times when we move somewhere, we think that how much beautiful this particular house is. For example, that image we have taken, and similar type of architecture we want to generate, so that can also be done.